In the great kingdom of Olorun, there lived a king known for his love of riddles and challenges. King Adewale was a powerful ruler, but he was also feared for his harsh rules. He believed that intelligence was the most important trait, and he often tested his subjects with difficult questions. Those who failed were punished, and those who succeeded were rewarded. One day, a poor farmer named Baba Tunde was summoned to the palace. The king's tax collectors claimed he had not paid his dues, but Baba Tunde was struggling just to feed his family. Trembling, he stood before the king's grand throne. Baba Tunde, the king said, I will give you a chance to clear your debt. If you answer my riddle correctly, I will forgive everything you owe. But if you fail, you will work in my palace as a servant for the rest of your life. Baba Tunde's heart pounded in fear. He was a hard-working man, but he was not clever with riddles. Before he could speak, his young daughter, Abeni, stepped forward. Your Majesty, she said bravely, may I answer on my father's behalf? The court gasped. A girl answering a king's riddle. But the king, amused by her confidence, nodded. Very well, little girl, he said. Answer me this. What is the most powerful thing in the world? Yet it can be destroyed with just a single word. The court fell silent. Ministers and nobles exchanged puzzled looks, but Abeni smiled. The answer, Your Majesty, is trust, she said. It is the strongest bond between people, but a single lie can destroy it forever. The king's eyes widened in surprise. He had not expected such wisdom from a child, but he was not ready to be outwitted so easily. Impressive, he admitted, but I have another challenge for you. If you solve it, I will not only forgive your father's debt, but I will also grant you a wish. However, if you fail, you will become my servant instead. Abeni took a deep breath. I accept. The king leaned forward. Your next challenge is this. Bring me something that is invisible, yet everyone can see. If you fail, you will belong to me forever. You have until sunset. The court murmured. How could anyone bring something that was invisible, yet visible at the same time? Abeni bowed and left the palace, deep in thought. She wandered through the village, watching the people. She saw children playing, merchants selling goods, and farmers working in their fields. Some smiled, others looked tired or worried. As the sun began to set, an idea struck her. She hurried back to the palace just in time. The king sat on his throne, waiting. Well, little girl, he said, do you have my answer? Abeni stretched out her hands. Your Majesty, here is what you asked for. The king frowned. I see nothing in your hands. Exactly, Abeni said. I bring you air. It is invisible, yet we all see its effects. The wind moves the trees, cools our skin, and gives us breath. Without it, no one can live. The court gasped in amazement. The king's face darkened. But then, after a long silence, he burst into laughter. You are truly wise, he admitted. Very well, you have won. I shall grant you one wish. Speak, and it shall be done. Abeni thought for a moment. Then she said, I wish that no one in this kingdom should ever be punished for being poor. Let no one suffer simply because they cannot pay taxes. The court fell silent. The king's smile faded. But then something unexpected happened. He sighed. You ask for justice, he said. Very well. From this day forward, no man, woman, or child shall be punished for poverty. The people erupted in cheers. Abeni's father wept with joy. The kingdom would never be the same again. All because of a wise little girl. But as Abeni turned to leave, the king called out, Wait, I have one final challenge for you. Abeni turned back. Her eyes filled with curiosity. The king smirked. Answer this, and I will make you my royal advisor. Fail, and you will still be free, but you must leave this palace forever. Your challenge is this. What belongs to you, but is used more by others than by yourself? The court fell silent. Even the wisest ministers were puzzled. Abeni closed her eyes, thinking. Then she smiled. The answer, Your Majesty, is a name, she said. My name belongs to me, but others use it far more than I do. The king's eyes widened. He had never expected a mere child to solve all his challenges. Then, after a long silence, he laughed, a deep, genuine laugh. You are truly the wisest person I have ever met, the king declared. From this day forward, you shall be my royal advisor. The court erupted in applause. Abeni's father wept with joy. The people of the kingdom cheered, knowing that wisdom, not just power, would now guide their future. Moral lessons. Abeni's story teaches us that wisdom is more powerful than wealth, status, or strength. Intelligence, kindness, and fairness can change the world. For children, never stop learning. Greatest tool. For youth, your intelligence and kindness can shape the future. Stand up for what is right. For families, encourage wisdom in your home. A wise child can uplift an entire generation. And so, Abeni grew up to be the most beloved royal advisor in history. She ensured that no one in the kingdom suffered because of greed or injustice, proving that true greatness comes not from riches, but from a heart filled with wisdom. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps my small YouTube channel grow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on more amazing stories. Check out my channel for more great content and leave a comment below to share your thoughts on this story. The end.